we're blooming today. My colour inspiration is from the lupins in the Mackenzie country in New Zealand here. They're absolutely beautiful. That's why we've got greens and purples. This one here is the airbrush colour, and it is iridescent teal. So it's got a bit of a shimmer to it. It dries a lot darker than that too. This one here is my Lumiere in the pearlescent turquoise. This one again is a airbrush colour. It's transparent violet, and I've added a little bit of sparkle to this, which is called Velvet Velours by Rowney in the FW acrylic inks. Gives it a little bit of sparkle. This one again is another airbrush colour. I really love these colours, they're beautiful. Bright lavender, and to that I have added the Lumiere highlight violet, so it's given it a really pretty shimmer. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's given it a really pretty shimmer. So my colours are mixed with my accent strong base enamel, and the British Paints Timber Protect. It's a water base varnish and gloss. They're mixed 1 part varnish, 2 parts enamel. So this one here being an acrylic paint, I have mixed that with the varnish and enamel medium. The other 3, because they're a fluid, I've mixed just with my straight enamel. And the consistency was pretty good. I did have to thin them down. I've got a little bottle of just varnish and water in here, half varnish, half water. And if I want to thin them down, that's what I use to thin them down. But by adding this to my purple, it brought it to the right consistency. It thinned it down enough. So that's what I'm doing there. My cell activator is the Lumiere Halo Pink Gold. Look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. I hope you can see that. So I'm excited to see what that comes up like. I found the Lumiere metallics seem to make a pretty good cell activator. So. And my pillow paint is the Space Coat Low Sheen Waterborne Enamel by Rosine. And I've added just a touch of the airbrush colour to it, just to green it up. Let's see if I can show you. Got a few air bubbles in it because I had to stir it. So it's just got a tint of green to it. It was a mist tint, a pale mist tint, so I'm just adding a little bit of my fluid acrylics of some sort to it just to tint them and get them to a colour that I'm happy with if I don't like them. So that's what I'm using for my pillow. Welcome to Kiwi Pearls, I'm Deb. Let's bloom.